Manchester United got a 1-1 draw away in Rostov. Pretty content with that, to be honest. Manchester United have changed a few players for this game. We've seen the likes of Fellaini and Ashley Young get a run out in this game. Romero's been in goal. We've changed formation for this game. We've played 3 at the back with the 5 in midfield. Well, the 5. And then we've put Henrik Mkhitaryan in behind Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And to be honest, certainly first half, the new tactics completely worked. They didn't have a single shot on goal. Manchester United were pretty comfortable without really threatening a hell of a lot. But we did make that breakthrough before half time. And I was really pleased when Henrik Mkhitaryan scored the goal. He come back in. It's good to see him back because he's a player that seems to be stepping up to the plate a bit more than the others when Zlatan is off form, which we need other players to step up. We had a bit of a stronger bench while Mata was obviously on there. You had Rashford on there, Martial on there. And second half, they've got better into that second half. Admittedly, the pitch was really, really poor for both sides. So it wasn't just for one. So you can't really moan too much about that. It didn't really help either side get a goal in the game. But overall, pretty pleased. Away in Russia's never easy to go there and get a win. We haven't won too many games there. We haven't lost there, but we haven't won too many games there. A lot of draws in the past there. We had one in Moscow, I think it was last year under Van Gaal. So it's never that easy. But at Old Trafford, I'm hopeful that we will get through. It won't be easy at it probably won't be easy at Old Trafford. But I think we will probably have too much for this side. They've got a couple of players going to be missing. Their captain will, through suspension, on getting a couple of yellow cards. So that is probably positive as well. We could probably change the team, bring the likes of Valencia back in to the fold for the second leg if we want to. So we could make it stronger if we want to. Probably could change some players, but I mean we haven't won tonight. It would have been nice to have got the victory to maybe put the tie to bed in the first leg, but that wasn't to be. But I mean, away from home, if you get an away goal and you get a score draw, that is always the best scenario. Away in any game. Obviously you like to win the games, but if you get in a 1-1 draw, that is seen as a good result away from home. That sees that most teams have the upper hand anyway. But we will have to wait and see. But these probably are one of the more bogier teams left in the competition for me. As I say before in the preview, they beat Bayern Munich at home in the Champions League group stage, and as they said before kickoff, that they've in 22 months they've only lost 1 home game, so it's not an easy place to go there. Atletico Madrid are the only team to actually win there in 22 months. It's an incredible record, even if it is only in the Russian league, a lot of it, but that's still incredible to beat Bayern Munich as well. I mean, look how Arsenal got completely smashed up against them at home, so it does show you that they're not a bad team, even though it's a dog shit pitch, but away from home their away form isn't too good, so I would expect Manchester United can get any sort of win. We only need to keep a clean sheet now, and we will be through to the next stage of the competition, which would be a massive boost for Manchester United, because there's obviously no guarantee we're going to finish in that top 4. I mean, with the fact that the likes of Fellaini, as I say, Ashley Young getting a run out tonight as well, players like that playing 3 at the back, trying a new system out under Jose Mourinho, which it didn't always work under Van Gaal, playing that 3 at the back. First half certainly we were decent, and they didn't really push to. They didn't really have a go at Manchester United until they were 1-0 down in that second half. But overall, you can't argue with a 1-1 draw. Most Manchester United fans would have taken that before the start of play anyway. So we will have to move on to that second leg. Hopefully it's next week, so it's sandwiched in between that game against Chelsea. But we've got the worst one out of the way, the one in Russia. At least the next one is back at Old Trafford, which will be so much better. Be able to move the ball a lot better. The ball was bobbling up for both teams. They could have scored another one in that second half when the bloke went through, and the shot, you could see the ball had bobbled up a bit, and I was really relieved about that, and the shot went wide. So, and I thought that they looked more likely that they actually wanted to win it in that second half. Towards the end, it seemed Manchester United were happy to get that draw, and as Jose Mourinho did in the last minute or so, brought on 2 substitutes, brought Carrick and Valencia onto the pitch just to see it out and get that 1-1 draw away from home. He's done that a lot in the past, tried to get that draw away from home and take his teams back to their home ground to win it there. Certainly in big Champions League clashes, that's what he likes to get out of it, which is what you want to do. Your home form should be the strongest form, and then your away form, you should just nick points and nick draws away from home in cup and league competitions. So we move on now. This is a great opportunity for Manchester United to win another trophy this season. We will have to see what happens in the rest of the ties in this competition, but we've got to be one of the favourites to win this competition. We might not win it. It's probably going to be very, very difficult still to win it. I'm not too sure if we will or not, but we've got to be one of the favourites. When you're giving the likes of Fellaini and that a run out away from home in this, I thought this was a weaker side than we actually put out in the previous game against St Etienne, but I think he was more worried about the state of the pitch. But he must have known that before, which is, I think, was why Mkhitaryan got taken off in that second half, just in case, because the pitch wasn't great at all, and he's only just come back from injury. We don't want to get any more players injured, so that would be a massive boost. If after today Jose Mourinho comes out and says everyone's fit, no one got injured, that would be massive, massive boost. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the situation. Do you feel now we will qualify for the next round of the tournament? Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.